Just who do you think you are? If you go online and you search about things to do with presentation skills or interview skills or any of that sort of thing, you'll find they'll talk a lot about body language. What they tend to talk less about is voice. I'm Jane Lewis. I'm the Career Success Doctor, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 things that you can do with your voice to come across more convincing, more congruent, and more powerful, whether it's in a presentation, in an interview, in a meeting, or just in life in general. So what I'm going to do today is to take you through 3 basic tips that will help you use your voice more effectively and come over with more presence, more gravitas, something that we women are often accused of lacking. Just think about this for a moment. My mum had a way of imbuing my name with so much meaning. Just the one word, Jane. There'd be Jane, 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 Jane. One word. Many different tones of voice, and from the tone, I knew what mood she was in. She didn't have to tell me. She didn't even have to see me. I didn't even have to see her. We knew. So the first thing that you can do is think about your breathing. Where do you breathe from? Do you breathe up high in your throat, or from the middle of the chest, or do you breathe down lower? And you'll notice as I talk about all those things, my voice moves. So when I'm breathing from here right down in my diaphragm, you'll hear my voice going deeper. As I move my breath up, you'll hear it going up. And when my breath is in my throat, you'll hear that my voice has become thinner and higher and somehow more in here. So what I'm aiming for is a voice that's deeper and more resonant because I want to make a good impression. I want to come across as having gravitas. And it's something that we women are often accused of lacking, gravitas or presence. Second thing that you can do is think about how you use the tone of your voice. So there's really 3 things, certainly in British English, Irish English and North American English, there's really 3 things that we can do with our voice. First one is we can make a statement. This is a statement. My voice is very flat. It's not going anywhere. It's sort of on that level. Second thing that we can do is we can make a command. And when I tell you to listen to what I have to say, you will listen right now. I can do that with gestures, like I just did, or I can do it without gestures. So I can just say, sign up now, come to me now, listen to me now. That taking the voice down at the end of the sentence, it unconsciously implies a command. And the third thing that you can do with your tone of voice is you can make it into a question. So when you make it into a question, you go up at the end of the sentence. So you're tootling along with your sentence, do, and then you go up. It's also something that Australians and increasingly estuary English does. And the problem with it is that it adds a kind of uncertainty in the minds of the listener, certainly the British listener or the North American listener. Here's how it works. So, would you like to listen to some more? Would you like to listen to some more? So my voice is going up at the end. I lived in Holland for a couple of years, and the Dutch do this in Dutch, and I learnt Dutch, and I came back to England, and all the time all my sentences were like this. I was going up at the end of my sentences, and it was driving my friends absolutely nuts. Finally, I stopped it, but hopefully you get my point. The other thing that you can do with your voice, the third thing, is to think about your posture. If your posture is very cramped, you completely squash this resonating chamber that is your chest, and your voice becomes higher and thinner. When you stand up and put your shoulders back, you open up your chest so it can resonate, and you can use the full capacity and power of your chest to project your voice more effectively. I hope you've enjoyed these tips. I've enjoyed making them. And if you'd like to know more, come to my website, thecareersuccessdoctor.com, and you can find out more about me. You can also subscribe to this channel, The Career Success Doctor, on YouTube. And I look forward to talking to you again very soon.